All right, welcome back to Simply On Chain. If you are looking for a more data-driven approach to your investing by using metrics that have been proven from cycle to cycle, this is the channel for you. Today, I am going to provide an update on a on-chain metric called long-term holder NUPL, or net unrealized profit or loss, to help illustrate where we are in the cycle. As a preview, let's go back and look at how effective this metric has been in the past. For now, I just want you to look at where we are in this cycle when long-term holder NUPL reaches this blue top section up here, 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 and here. We call these areas the Euphoria zone because price peaks always happen here. Let's take a look at the Euphoria zone in the 2011 cycle. In 2011, price reaches the Euphoria zone at around here. Price goes absolutely vertical, doing about a 100x with a pullback along the way. In 2013, we entered the Euphoria zone twice. The first one can be seen here. It goes absolutely vertical. It exits the Euphoria zone and then rips again. In 2017, we enter the Euphoria zone here. Price rips on up with some pullbacks along the way. Interestingly enough, as of about a month ago, we entered the Euphoria zone again. Now that we've gotten a little preview of how this metric can identify when prices might rip higher, let's dive into the agenda for the day. First, we will do a brief recap of long-term holder NUPL and why it corresponds so well with price peaks. Then we will take a look at the charts and better understand what happens in the Euphoria zone. And finally, we will discuss where we are now and where we might be headed. So what is long-term holder NUPL? It is a measure of profitability specifically for long-term holders. You calculate this by taking the current Bitcoin price and subtracting it by the long-term holder's purchase price, which equals to profit. Then you divide by the current price to turn this number into a ratio. The higher this number is, the more profitable these long-term holders are, and the more likely it is that they take money off the table and cause the next bear market. Now let's take a look at the charts and do a deep dive of the Euphoria zone. Okay, so this white line is the Bitcoin price, and the y-axis for this is on the right. The long-term holder NUPL is the other line that is color-coded, and the y-axis for this is on the left. The Euphoria zone is the blue areas in this long-term holder NUPL line, and it is characterized by a value of greater than 0.75. Okay, so now let's take a look at the first time we entered the Euphoria zone in 2011. Price started at around 28 cents. It rallied up to $1 before crashing back down to about 75 cents, so about a 25% decrease, before going vertical to $28. And from low to peak, it was about a 100x gain. In 2013, we entered the Euphoria zone at around $20. It spiked up to about 200 before crashing back down to 70 and then rocketing back up to over 1,000. This is roughly a 50x return. In 2017, we entered the Euphoria zone right above $1,000, and then it topped out at close to 20K with some pullbacks along the way. This would have been a little under a 20x return. Finally, in 2021, we entered the Euphoria zone a little under 20K, and then we topped out at 60K, giving you a 3x return. And as of a month ago, we entered the Euphoria zone again. Okay, so what can we expect? Let's try and analyze how much longer we have in this bull market or euphoria zone based off of prior cycles. In 2011, we were in the euphoria zone for about 9 months before we reached the peak. 2013 was pretty similar. It took us about 9 months to reach the euphoria zone peak. In 2017, it took about 7 months. And in 2021, it took between 5 to 6 months. So if I were to guess, I think we have about 7 months left of this bull run. We should likely peak in Q3 or Q4 of this year. Remember that on the way to all-time highs, there will most definitely be pullbacks along the way. If I were to guess, it will likely be during the summer of this year or even a little bit earlier during tax season. If history does repeat, we should be in the most euphoric part of this bull run. And that's going to be it for today's video. If you do want access to the charts, check out the affiliate link in the description below, and I'll see you next time.